Our generation has witnessed many astonishing technological achievements, and for this, we are grateful to the most successful entrepreneur of the 21st century, Elon Musk, who co-founded PayPal, is the CEO of Tesla, the founder of SpaceX, and one of the richest people in the world. His total net worth is $163 billion. He is a genius intellectual, a forward-thinking entrepreneur, and a tech billionaire who has shaken the world with his groundbreaking inventions. He is an engineer, a leader, a genius thinker, and a futurist. Elon Musk. 1 in a million. Today, he has a single dream that many say is impossible: space colonization. This is the story of a man whose discoveries have revolutionized the tech industry and the entire world. Hello everyone. In today's video, we will learn how an ordinary child grew up to become a genius inventor. If you are new to this channel, be sure to subscribe. He built space rockets, electric cars, solar batteries, and robots, and his success propelled him to the list of the world's richest individuals. With his brilliant mind, he not only transformed entire industries, but also left a profound impact on the world. Elon Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. His father, Errol, was a wealthy South African engineer, and his mother was a model. Elon was the eldest of 3 siblings. His childhood was spent with his brother Kimball and sister Tosca. On the surface, the family might have seemed happy, but the reality was quite the opposite. Elon's home was always filled with turmoil, and his childhood was difficult and lonely. His father frequently argued with his mother, and even refused to help Elon start his own business. He seemed indifferent to his children's happiness and success. When Elon was 10 years old, his parents divorced. But Elon was different. From as early as age 3, he began to show his capabilities. His mother shared photos of his childhood in her book and wrote that when Elon was young, he used to read a lot of books, and seeing this, she was convinced he would do something great in the future. Elon was bullied in school and couldn't enjoy school life like his brother and sister. Soon, his interest in technology began to grow. He was so absorbed in his own world day and night that his parents had to get his hearing tested to see if there was a problem. When he got his first computer at just 10 years old, he started writing code. Realizing that school alone wouldn't get him far, he began teaching himself programming because he was already thinking ahead of his teachers. He didn't always get good grades, especially in subjects he wasn't interested in. He spent most of his time playing video games and reading books. But in subjects he loved, like physics and computers, Elon received high grades. Even today, he continues to study so he can be number 1 in his chosen field. Elon quickly realized that the sooner he could create and sell new software, the sooner he could buy more advanced computers. He created his first space-themed gaming software, Blaster, and sold it to a magazine for $500. By age 12, he had made his first commercial sale. During college, he earned money by selling computer parts from his dorm room. At that time, he never imagined that one day he would be on the billionaire list. But perhaps he was born with creative superpowers. He was never afraid to experiment and figure things out, always thinking like an entrepreneur. From a very young age, he was creating and innovating. His childhood was very tough. He learned to face the biggest of challenges. In June 1989, the second phase of his life began. At 17, against his father's wishes, he moved to Canada, leaving his childhood memories behind in Africa. He always had American dreams in his mind. Elon Musk knew well that what he could accomplish in America, he couldn't do anywhere else in the world. While he didn't have a specific plan, he knew he couldn't achieve anything significant staying in his home country. After arriving in Canada, he enrolled at Queen's University, where he met his first wife, Justine Wilson. They married in 2000 and had 5 children. Later, he moved to the U.S. and earned a BA in economics and physics from the University of Pennsylvania in 1997. At 24, he moved to California to study energy physics at Stanford University, but he dropped out after just 2 days to pursue even bigger things. Elon was not the first in Silicon Valley to reach great heights after dropping out. Apple's founder Steve Jobs and the world's 2 richest men, Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, all left their studies to start their companies. At that time, the internet was in its early stages, and Elon wanted to work on new technology. That's why he came to Silicon Valley, California, because that's where the dreams of any tech entrepreneur could come true. He was confident he could achieve more there. It soon became clear that Elon Musk was a problem solver. When he arrived in Silicon Valley, he had one thing on his mind: improving humanity's future. But first, he knew that many big things could be done through the internet. In 1995, he started his first company, Zip2, with his brother Kimball. It was an online version of the Yellow Pages. But he didn't know the difficulties he would face in the early days. After moving from South Africa, he had a lot of student debt and couldn't afford both a home and an office. So he slept on a small couch in his office and used a local gym nearby to shower. The first few months went smoothly, but then things started to get tough. He had only one computer, which he used 7 days a week. During the day, he ran his website, and at night, he coded. He clearly stated that to succeed, one must have the courage to endure hardships because starting a company from scratch is very difficult. Eventually, his company took off and grew significantly. In February 1999, the tech company Compaq acquired Zip2 for $307 million in cash and $34 million in stock options. Elon Musk was just 28 when he became a millionaire in Silicon Valley. Overnight, he went from sleeping on a small office couch to becoming a multi-millionaire. But he wasn't satisfied. He wanted to do something bigger. He thought, why not bring change to the banking industry? After selling Zip2, his confidence grew, and he was ready for a new challenge. Just 1 year after selling Zip2 in 1999, Elon, with his brother Kimball, started a new company called X.com, which we now know as PayPal. Financial transactions used to be very slow. Elon noticed this and felt there was a great opportunity to bring change to the financial world. He envisioned PayPal to make money transactions easier and eliminate the hassle of cash. Initially, the company was small and relatively unknown. But Elon Musk was far ahead of his time. Based on his experience, he felt his second business would be much easier than the first. It grew rapidly, and by the end of the second year, it had 1 million users. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion. After selling PayPal, Elon and his wife Justine left Silicon Valley for Los Angeles to be closer to the space industry. Because after PayPal, that's exactly what he wanted to dive into. But money can't buy happiness. That year was tragic for Elon Musk. His first son, Nevada, stopped breathing and passed away from sudden infant death syndrome (SIDS) at just 10 weeks old. That same month, Elon's net worth increased significantly. He made his first $1 billion that year, but he couldn't save his son. Over the next 5 years, with the help of IVF, his wife Justine gave birth to 5 more children: Griffin, Xavier, Damien, Saxon, and Kai. They seemed to be living in a dream world, but cracks began to appear in their relationship. After their first son's death, Elon became deeply focused on his work, and they started drifting apart. Eventually, they divorced in 2008. Then, in 2010, he met his second wife, British actress Tallulah Riley. After dating for about 10 days, he proposed. After many difficulties, Elon Musk had finally achieved the impact he desired. His new company had created something we often take for granted, but it completely changed the way money is transferred. And today, people use it for online purchases. By 2002, at age 31, he had become a U.S. citizen and a billionaire. At that point, he could have easily retired, enjoyed a private island, and lived a comfortable life. But he had no interest in that. He spent most of his time in the office or factory, working 80 to 90 hours a week. This entrepreneur had work and only work, and he stayed incredibly busy. He once said that working day and night is essential for success. He also stated that while his children are a priority, work comes first. He is considered a very loving father, but few can handle such a busy schedule. After PayPal, Elon's interest shifted to a more inspiring future, and he began thinking about outer space. His new goal was to make humanity a multi-planetary species. The child who once had no clear goal had now become a genius entrepreneur with a vision far greater than others. In 2002, he founded the private interstellar company SpaceX, with the aim of reigniting the spirit of the Apollo missions. He dreamed of building commercial spacecraft. His goal was to improve space transportation technology and create affordable, reusable rockets. We want to go to another world. First, we'll go to the moon, and then perhaps Mars or even beyond. I believe this is simply an extension of the Apollo dream, and now everyone wants it. But many experts in the space industry believed reusable rockets were impossible. Even moon landing astronaut Neil Armstrong criticized the idea, saying private companies shouldn't operate in the space field as it could be too dangerous. Elon Musk admitted in an interview that hearing this from his hero was painful. It didn't feel good because the person who said this is my real hero. I wish they had come to see how hard we are working. Maybe their opinion would have changed, he said, with tears in his eyes. Back in the 90s, one of Elon's biggest reasons for coming to Silicon Valley was to work on electric cars. At the time, he thought being part of the internet was a good idea because it was growing rapidly. In his early college days, he said, "I'm very motivated about electric cars, and I will work on them in the future." He once recalled, "I actually met a woman and dated her in college. She is now a writer for Scientific American. During our date, she told me, 'You always talk about electric cars, and girls don't enjoy such conversations.'" It was kind of a monologue. My first question to her was, "Do you think about electric cars?" And she said, "No, never." Elon Musk is not just a tech entrepreneur. He also thinks deeply about renewable energy. He believes it is a key factor for humanity's future. He has always been passionate about space rockets and fast cars and wanted to find a way to reduce global warming and the use of fossil fuels. 2 years after starting SpaceX, in 2004, he joined a company he believed would change the course of humanity and lead us to a more sustainable future. That company had a special technology focused on the environment, customer experience, and success, and it was already popular. Tesla Motors, named after electrical inventor Nikola Tesla. Tesla's mission was to build a car that would be the first choice, affordable, environmentally friendly, and incredibly fast. Although Elon Musk did not found Tesla, it was started by 2 individuals with a vision for transportation and environmentally friendly energy. In April 2004, Elon helped them launch the company, investing $6.5 million of his own money and becoming its chairman. There's no denying that, despite our best intentions, Earth will eventually face harm. Even if we do everything right, there's still the possibility that an external force or an internal error could end our civilization, he once said. In 2006, at age 32, after continuous research on sustainable energy, he helped his cousins Lyndon and Peter Rive start Solar City, a company that produces solar panels and roof tiles. Tesla later acquired Solar City, which became the largest solar panel provider in the U.S. These panels can provide a huge amount of energy, and the whole world can benefit from it. This is a major part of Elon's mission to power Earth, he explained. By 2008, Tesla released its first car, the Roadster, which could go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds. It paved the way for Tesla's Model 3. But Elon didn't realize how expensive producing such a high-end car would be. Our goal is to make cars that everyone can afford as soon as possible. But any technology goes through a learning curve and faces various economic and other challenges. We started small, and our startup built a car that is low production and expensive. But this is the first version of the technology. By 2007, the company began facing financial troubles. He had no idea how difficult the coming year would be. Elon faced many challenges before the success of Tesla and SpaceX. 2008 was perhaps the most critical year of his life. The global financial crisis was affecting the entire country. All 3 of Elon's companies were facing financial trouble. At that time, SpaceX had failed to launch its rocket 3 times, losing millions of dollars each month. A friend of mine once said something great about startups. It's like eating glass and staring into the abyss. So, if anyone thinks this will be fun, they will be disappointed because it's not fun. It's painful. Getting a job somewhere is much easier, less stressful, and you'll have more time for other things. But would you be happier? That depends on you. Would I be happier? No, I wouldn't be happy at all. By Christmas 2008, Tesla was on the verge of bankruptcy. Tesla and SpaceX had only a 10% chance of survival. The banks funding them had pulled back, and Elon was fighting the biggest battle of his life. That same year, his marriage to Justine fell apart. He was going through an extremely difficult time and had bet everything he had, with no guarantee it would save the companies. While Tesla was on the brink of bankruptcy, Elon took a brave step. He invested all the money he had made from selling PayPal into Tesla Motors. Later that year, in September, SpaceX's reusable Falcon 9 rocket successfully launched. Elon had just enough money left for that one rocket. If it had failed, he would have been on the streets. But then, a miracle happened. NASA awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract to supply the International Space Station. This company, SpaceX, was founded specifically for human spaceflight, and we are very happy to be moving forward with NASA today. This is possible now, he said. By 2010, he took Tesla public. Money started pouring into the company, but not everyone was optimistic. Wall Street even said the company had little chance of success. But investors paid little attention. Elon Musk had already thought that the chances of SpaceX and Tesla succeeding were very low. Still, he took the risk. I'm doing all this, and so many people at Tesla are doing this, because if we ever succeed in bringing sustainable transportation, it will be a huge deal. We're not doing this because we think it will make us rich. We see only a 10% chance of success. I thought my money would sink, and it did, but fortunately, not everything was lost, though we came very close. Tesla continued to grow and thrive. Today, there are over 12,000 superchargers across North America, Europe, and Asia, promoting clean driving and showing the world that electric cars are better than petrol cars. Elon Musk started an electric transport revolution. I'm with those who are building or want to build electric vehicles. It's very hard to do. But despite that, companies like Apple could make an excellent electric car. Doing so now is the right thing. The work paid off, and Elon Musk made a comeback. But Tesla remained controversial. Throughout the year, many people questioned the car company, and Elon acknowledged its flaws, continually making improvements. There were many questions about Tesla, and that year was tumultuous for Elon Musk. Facebook was one of the few businesses that lost more value than Tesla in 2019. Elon said, "Mistakes will happen, but we are constantly trying to improve and will continue to do so." He didn't stop innovating and continued taking risks. On May 22, 2012, he made history again. The Falcon 9 rocket reached space without any humans on board. T-10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And with that, the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launched. NASA now regularly entrusts private companies like SpaceX with resupply missions to the International Space Station. Very few people know we even have a space station. They can't believe it. We have a huge space station, so big it's hard to imagine. It's an incredible structure orbiting Earth. And I say we need to tell people about it. People need to know how amazing the space station is because it truly is unique. SpaceX now regularly sends supplies to space. We are entering a new era of space exploration, and that's a huge deal. It's not just about SpaceX. There are many other companies developing new approaches, and NASA is benefiting from these new approaches, which is a big deal. Now we can move forward to becoming a spacefaring civilization and a multi-planet species. I think you'll agree. By 2013, his business was doing well. The financial crisis was a thing of the past. He continued to innovate. In August 2013, Elon Musk unveiled the Hyperloop, a transport system that could cover the distance between two major cities in very little time, with minimal traffic, powered by solar energy. This high-speed system would transport people through tubes at speeds of about 700 miles per hour, 1,100 kilometers per hour. In 2015, SpaceX began developing Starlink satellites to provide satellite internet access. On May 24, 2019, the first 60 operational satellites were launched. The project cost around $10 billion. Elon Musk believes that in the coming years, we will need to rely on artificial intelligence. So in 2015, he co-founded OpenAI, a non-profit research company promoting friendly AI. Similarly, in 2016, he started Neuralink, a startup working on a brain-computer interface. With this advancement, our memory could greatly expand, and we could merge with software. In December 2016, to eliminate city traffic, he started the Boring Company, a tunnel and transport startup. Elon saw many flaws in current transport systems, and, seeing traffic increase in Los Angeles, began building futuristic underground tunnels. His first self-driving tunnel is nearly complete under Las Vegas. He could also use these tunnels for the Hyperloop. He also announced that the future is self-driving cars. I estimate that in about 10 years, almost no cars will be built that aren't fully autonomous. It won't just be about self-driving cars. It will be like keeping a horse. We might keep a horse for sentimental reasons, but we won't ride it every day. He also said that getting humans to Mars is his real goal, one he aims to achieve by 2024. How wonderful would it be to be born on Earth and die on Mars? When asked if he would retire to Mars, he replied, "It's not that I want to retire, but if I retire and my mind is still working, I would like to go to Mars. I would love that." He hopes space travel will become affordable, around $100,000 per person, allowing people to permanently move to the red planet. In 2018, he announced the first private astronaut who would go to the moon aboard a SpaceX rocket. "I am announcing the first paying customer of the BFR, Yusaku Maizawa. Please come here. How does it feel? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Wow. Friends, in 2023, I will take 6 to 8 artists from around the world with me on this mission to the moon. We will become a spacefaring civilization in the coming days, and among the stars, we might be happier than where we are today. I believe if we don't want such a future, we aren't truly human. We have come a long way since the space race began. In 1969, the first humans set foot on the moon, creating a new history. Today, SpaceX is very close to our next big step. In May 2018, Elon Musk attended the Met Gala with his new girlfriend, Canadian singer Grimes, professionally known as C. They had met online just weeks before after Elon saw a post about artificial intelligence on her Twitter account. They began quietly dating. He said he admired her wild, artistic creativity. 2 years later, in May 2020, Elon announced the birth of their first child on Twitter, with a very unique name, XAE12 Musk. The child's surname is Musk, or you could say Little X. It's just X. The letter X, then AE, pronounced Ash, and then A12. A12 is my contribution. Why A12? Archangel 12, the precursor to the State Route 71, the coolest plane ever. In May 2020, he wiped nearly $14 billion off Tesla's value with a single tweet. Tesla's stock price is too high. He sold $30 million worth of his stock, and investors began to pull back. On May 1, 2020, Elon decided to sell all 7 of his houses. He tweeted, "I am selling almost all physical possessions. Will own no house." He was also seen smoking during an interview. When asked if it was legal, he said, "Totally legal." The host asked, "How does it feel when you do something different and people get upset?" Elon replied, "You're seeing this, right? This is tobacco and weed." He's taking a puff. "I have no idea." Okay, are you taking a puff or not? Note, it was legal in the state he was in. He has been married 3 times, fathered 6 children, and caused shareholders to lose billions with his tweets. It seems his personal life is as tumultuous as his professional one. He has seen not just joy and success, but also immense struggle on his journey. But Elon Musk has finally reached the heights he dreamed of. Though he has often been in trouble for his actions, his vision and goals have always been clear, and he moves forward with a specific purpose. In a 2018 interview, he said his goal is to shape humanity's future. "What inspires me the most is that I only think about the future, and we all want a good future. We all try to create a future that benefits everyone, and whatever's going to happen, we feel inspired to think about the next day. Recently, he has also become a supporter of digital currency, and Tesla invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. In January 2021, he surpassed Jeff Bezos in wealth to become the world's richest person, with a net worth reaching $209 billion. In 2002, he started the Musk Foundation, which supports science, space, artificial intelligence, and green energy. He donated about $257 million to the organization. Most of Elon's money goes back into his companies. He is working for a better Earth, and that effort is truly commendable. In 2012, Elon Musk joined the list of billionaires like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, and also signed the Giving Pledge, promising to donate the majority of his wealth after his death. Is there any limit to where his imagination will take reality? Elon Musk probably doesn't think about that. His vision for the future is beyond any imagination. He was a child who was bullied, and he became a self-made CEO and billionaire. He didn't just build one but 5 industries and said, do something that seems impossible to everyone. Looking at his success, there is no doubt that Elon Musk is one of Silicon Valley's greatest success stories. Time magazine named him one of the world's most influential people. He fought through the toughest of days and never gave up. PayPal, SpaceX, Tesla, SolarCity, Hyperloop, and The Boring Company all have profoundly impacted the world. We can learn from him that even heroes face difficult times, and that's how they reach their pinnacle. Every beginning is small, and it seems like for Elon Musk, the sky is not the limit. Look, space is something that inspires most people. And if you ask people what the most inspiring thing in history was, many would say when humans landed on the moon. I hope you enjoyed this biography of Elon Musk. If you are new, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. There are many amazing videos on this channel. Don't forget to check them out. Thank you for watching.